I logged into Energy Manager and there was a message that intruders had broken into my system and all the plants had to be shut down. They all have to be manually restarted. And if you look over here, you see I got all these red dashes. These are the plants that were shut down. You see that I cannot turn them back on. And there's a notice that says plants must be brought online manually due to a system shutdown. Expected time until system is back online, 14 minutes. I was told that it shuts down for 4 hours. And when I logged in, there was 25 minutes left. You see these triangles? If you click on the triangle, it just scrolls back up to the top. So the fuel price is a little high right now. It's going to be a while before the fuel prices go down, and the CO2 is kind of high. So basically all I'm going to do is I'm going to sell my electricity. It takes a long time. It takes me 30 minutes to sell all of my electricity on a typical day. And you do that like twice a day or more. One of the things that I've been doing is upgrading my storage units to the maximum amount. And the reason why is because they can store a lot more electricity, and then you'll earn a lot more money, especially if you're away from the game for many hours. It's like I only have a few more on a 40% subsidy, which is really good. It's going to be finished drilling soon. I know you're going to say, well, what do you do about these small ones? My advice is you sell them, because there's bugs in the game where everything discharges and you lose all your work. So I recommend that you sell anything that you think is substantial, where you're not willing to take a loss. Went down to 10. I paid 21, I think, for my CO2. I don't have any of this type of fuel yet. It's kind of expensive. I'd rather, as I did in yesterday's video, it cost me like $30 million to refuel. That's a crazy high amount of money. What I think I'm going to do with, and because I'm tired of the refueling process, and to buy some boats, some ships to do drilling. Drilling doesn't really make any money. It's hard to make money, but at least it's a different aspect of the game that I can show you guys. So the other thing I do is I check the grids to see if there's an auction. There's 2. Oh, it looks like there's 3. And I'm just doing the minimum bid. If I win it, I win it. Okay, so that's it for how could there be 3 new notifications? Okay, Shipping Manager is another game that I have been playing recently. And the reason why is because I want to buy more ships, increase my fleet. A lot of people are looking for information about Shipping Manager, and even though I do have like a decent fleet, I never did the tanker ops, and I don't have the big ships. I haven't bought a new ship. I've been buying used ships. This one, the other three were not at a port, so I couldn't do the maintenance, but I guarantee you that they're from a port on the other side, because all of my ships have a dry dock on at least one side. It looks like I got 10 million. I didn't realize I had that much money. Always go for campaign 4 with the 25%, and I do 4 hours. So once you do that, once you buy your campaigns, you do have to check the fuel. Wow, that's expensive. Look at that. This one's not so bad, but I'm already eco-friendly. So when I depart everything, I'm going to get the benefit from the advertising. So there they all go. I spent $600,000 on advertising. I made $3 million. So I still got plenty of fuel, but you see I'm not eco-friendly anymore. I'm going to have to buy, I'm going to try to get it at a lower price. So then I'm going to go to my fleet, and I'm going to go to order. I've been buying used vessels. And then what I'm going to do is look at the most expensive one that I can buy. It's going to be around 12 million. The Triumph I have. So it's possible I could buy a Triumph. I'm going to look down at the other ones to see if there's anything else I like. In terms of range, the Blue Ocean is next. The Blue Ocean looks pretty good. It's got triple the capacity for double the money. So I could pick this up. If I did 3 million, it'll take me 2 days to get the Blue Ocean. I might hold out for the Blue Ocean. You always want to buy the most expensive, not the most expensive, but the best ship that you can afford. The new vessels I really can't afford right now. This one is actually pretty good compared to the Blue Ocean. It's a lot slower. It's 20% shorter range, maybe 20% less capacity, 2/3 the speed for the new vessel. Obviously the used vehicle is a better deal, because you know they're not really used vehicles, they're virtual vehicles. What does it matter if you buy the used one? I don't know if it matters. It might not matter, but that would be a good question. I'm going to check in with my alliance. It says 1 league bonus. I wonder what that means. And these are the members, it says. I'm kind of down here. I'm ranked number 6. It's for the season, it's not for the day. If we do the day, I'm still number 6. I'm going to check my points. I don't think I can buy anything. The tanker ops is 450. It's possible I might get that. Everything else I don't recommend. I do have some training, and I do have something on my checklist. However, I want to make it part of a video. So I'm not going to claim it right now. But you see how it says 25 points and I only have 17? When you hit the claim button, you get the 25 points. So then it will go up to 42. I don't know what these red circles are. Check my mail. It's like nothing interesting here. Load up Train Manager. So Train Manager, I've got at least 2 new trains that I'm going to be doing routes for. The Remember login only works for like a couple hours or maybe one day. I don't know how much time. But I have logged in before without typing a username and password. I did find a new game last night. It's called 270. It's a campaign game. And it's okay. It's fun. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is going to be the general reputation campaign. You scroll to reach over, and then the lobbying I would do. The fare dodger I don't do. And then you got to depart. I don't care about the fuel costs because I have tons of cash. For the fuel, I only have to fill it up once. It's the electricity that I got to do a lot. There are trains in the game whose electric consumption is so high that I can't depart them because it goes over the 190,000. Impossible to depart. The Shinatsuke, or whatever it's called. Which is a waste of money. I'm probably going to sell it. The only reason why I still have it is because I need to make a video warning people not to buy it. Unless they really have everything, like your electric capacity has to be high. You have to be willing to cut short some stations, drop stations, because it only does 15 stations. I had to modify it to use less electricity in order to get a longer route or whatever. I don't remember what I had to do. So obviously I've got, it says 2 vehicles yarded. What I could have done is I could have set their routes first and then departed them with the rest of the group, but I usually don't do that because it's fun to do routes. I get all of the difficult stuff done first, and then I will go back and do the routes. If you hear roosters crowing in the background, I don't know if you do, there's a ton of roosters crowing right now because of where I live. I hear wild dogs howling at night too. So what I'm going to do with my cash is I'm going to sell my smaller trains, and I am going to buy higher capacity trains. It's going to bring in more cash. And then I'm going to try to get up to the long range vehicles like the Shinosuke. I don't have high expectations. Got one more to do. Go to the yarded. So Philadelphia is easy. Gonna do create new route. Demand is 35,900. So you can see what I did. It goes along the route with another train, goes up to Abington and crosses over, and then it follows the same line, and then it goes up over this way. But that does look like it might share a line with another train, but I don't see another train on that line. Check the duration, it's 1.5 hours. And I'm going to hit depart. And then I'm going to go to this one here, which is in Nashville. So Nashville is going to be easy. There's only a couple of routes coming out of here. I think this one's going to head south. Looks like we got 1, 2, 3. Use the same color. It's possible I could do another route that goes across to the left and then down. This is from Chicago, but I could do it from Nashville, come over and down. I don't know if it goes over the same one, but it's possible that I could add that. Okay, so I am going to depart those trains. You see over here, it looks like I've got 2 trains on the same line, because obviously there's a purple one that says Chicago Dyersburg, but it doesn't matter because there's enough demand that I should be able to handle it. Can't see where these trains go. It says Clarksville Muscle Shoals. Here's Muscle Shoals over here. So it looks like there's no train going to Muscle Shoals. So this is Nashville. I am going to purchase, I can't purchase something. I am going to try to get something going to Muscle Shoals. 200 passenger. You see over here I've got the Shinosuke. They don't make money. So this one here, this is Long Island over here. So that route is not long enough. It's a short range route. It's not going to make a lot of money. So I think the wise idea to do is to take it out of service and sell it when it gets to the station and just abandon that route. Not going to make any money. So I'm going to go to the yard. And we got Columbus, Charlotte, Minneapolis to Superior. Looks like it's going to be going north. Is that correct? I'm going to turn this one off. It's possible that I could get a longer route out of here. Says to Winnipeg. I think that I could extend this line with a longer train. So I'm going to take this one out of service and I will sell it. It's currently pending transport, so it cannot be sold or scrapped. This is Columbus down here. And this is Toledo. This is a short range train, which means that this must be a short range line. It looks pretty good though. It's the brown one here. It says it says Toledo to Covington. So Toledo is the end of the line. I'm going to take this one out of service. See, this pink line over here is relatively short. It is Charlotte. It says Landrum. That's what my line is, Charlotte Landrum. 193 kilometers. For comparison, so the route I'm getting rid of is 193. This one does 1,100. So it's going to bring in a lot more money. I'm going to get rid of that short route and I'm going to replace it with the Danavia. I don't know. I must have bought the cheaper Shinotsuke. But I'm going to play with it and see if I can get it to work. I'm going to have to upgrade my electrical capacity. But I don't have enough points. And unfortunately, I cannot purchase any points right now. I got to figure out how to get 5 more points.